Upon first seeing the latest LEGO Harry Potter Hogwarts expansion, my question was immediately, where does this go? Well, don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through the entire video to find out. It goes here. So the question now becomes, why this expansion? Does this make sense, and what does it mean for the future of LEGO's most detailed version of Hogwarts? We had better take a closer look. Thanks to LEGO for sending over the Winter 2026 Harry Potter wave. These sets will all be available starting January 1st, and there's an excellent variety going on here, with the first Lovegood house and a motorcycle for Hagrid being among the highlights. But we're here to talk about the latest Hogwarts expansion, the Hospital Wing. It's a dramatic addition to the castle, considering the Winter wave of Harry Potter sets has historically featured smaller additions. Originally, I was inclined to think this was LEGO's effort to race this particular Hogwarts series to completion ahead of the release of HBO's new TV show, but the peculiar location seems to imply the opposite. With this set, LEGO has tackled an exterior location of the castle that basically goes completely unseen throughout the course of the 8 original Harry Potter films. They seem to have all the time in the world to flesh out this castle. Yet even so, from what little we do know of this location, the build isn't exactly accurate to what's seen on screen either. The length of this section of the castle has been condensed considerably, and while it's not too surprising, I was kinda hoping they would leave a spot for the suspension bridge that connects the quad to the astronomy tower. Skipping both the suspension bridge and the stone bridge isn't the end of the world, so long as they still plan on doing the viaduct bridge at the very front of the castle. I'm curious to see how they'll handle that. Will it be a Battle of Hogwarts themed standalone set, or will it be part of the viaduct entrance expansion? Only time will tell. Enough theorizing though, let's talk about what we've actually got in front of us. There's a solid selection of figures here with both familiar faces and unexpected updates. The Dementor has not appeared surprisingly since 2022's Collector's Edition Hogwarts Express, and in the interim, it's received a few print modifications. Nothing too drastic thankfully, and I think both versions remain completely compatible with each other. Hermione sports a new hairpiece that I know best from Jurassic Park's Ellie Sattler. This is the first appearance though it has in reddish brown. Her torso print is a nice upgrade from the similar 2019 look as well, with higher contrast and more details. Lupin's also sporting a new look for 2026, and I love the worn olive green suit and K-pop hairpiece. The build features the Ravenclaw common room, so the designers have chosen to include the Grey Lady. She's dramatically different from the 2023 version of the figure, and honestly, these two could easily pass for different characters within the same mock. It's great to see the shiny silver printing throughout the figure, and I love the recolor of minifigure Glinda's hairpiece here in dark bluish gray. There is indeed a spot to attach the lost diadem in her hair. The set may be named the Hospital Wing, but that's only a fraction of what it has to offer. On the first level, you'll find Professor Lupin teaching students to combat the Boggart. This section slides out and opens up. You even get a spider and roller skate side build, which is utterly brilliant. The cabinet sticker is reflective too, which is a nice touch. Above that is the titular hospital wing, and there's a surprising amount of room to place figures in here. The furniture all looks great, and I love the extra details around the room, like the shelf in the back and the dividing curtains. It is a pity to see LEGO wouldn't bring back the cursed Skelegro bottle from the original hospital wing set though. On the third floor, you'll find the Ravenclaw Common Room, a small and cozy space complete with plenty of books and 2 of the randomized wizard portraits. The lost diadem can even be hidden away in the tower here. And no, I have no clue how I managed to place that sticker upside down. The last bonus the set has to offer is Lupin's Wolf Patronus, one of 4 different critters you'll find throughout these special 25th anniversary sets. I was surprised to find that these are colored in satin transparent light blue rather than the glitter transparent light blue that LEGO used to use. While this set doesn't break a whole lot of new ground, it looks quite lovely as a standalone model, and if you're not crazy enough to spend the who knows how much money to build out the entire castle, this is honestly a great alternative to the main tower set from last year for less than half the price. Now, let's go back in time and connect all the Hogwarts expansions that have been released since 2024. It all started with the Boathouse, which honestly remains one of my favorite LEGO Harry Potter sets in recent years. It's packed with a bunch of magical details and fun elements, and I think that the colors and shaping of the structure are pretty much perfect for a set of this size. When I first built the Great Hall, 2024's biggest expansion, I guess I was left feeling pretty underwhelmed. It doesn't really carry on that high level of detail that the Boathouse brought to the table, and the interior feels a little stale and lifeless. If there's one thing the set has going for it though, it's the size. The Great Hall has more lerps than any other set, with 12 altogether, and that alone is a big piece. The footprint of this model is bonkers massive, and there's plenty of room for students inside. I do really like how the set has a lovely stairway all the way down to the boathouse too. The next expansion was Hogwarts Castle Flying Lesson, just released in January of 2025. This set has a lot more adventure potential than the Great Hall, and the ability to essentially wrap it all up into a singular tower is a really fun feature in my mind. Unfortunately, this expansion doesn't attach to anything else quite yet, but LEGO promises that it will one day. It was only when I got the main tower set that I think I really started to see the vision for this new era of Hogwarts. If you thought the Great Hall was huge, then this one is on another level entirely. It's a simple yet beautiful model, and it fixes the Great Hall's biggest flaw with its incredible interior. You can play out almost the entirety of the Sorcerer's Stone in here. The magic really begins though once you connect it to the Great Hall. Outside of maybe Ninjago City and the modular buildings line, a multi-year project at this scale is practically unprecedented. It's so ridiculous and expensive and overkill, but dang, you gotta admit, it looks pretty cool. And that brings us to today with the hospital wing, which attaches here on the side. Due to its relatively smaller size and strange positioning in the model, it hardly gives you the visual impact that you'd want for your $100 investment. I do enjoy the set, but I hope that future expansions help justify its existence a bit more. Right now, it's just a bit too much out of the way. But anyway, there you go. That's Hogwarts so far. I really hope LEGO sees this through properly to the end. I'm not really sure what the hospital wing is meant to tell us about the larger vision. Is it just an almost unnecessary attempt to make the castle as massive as possible? Or does it signal an attempt to quickly wrap up the castle in a way that looks somewhat coherent? Let me know your theories down in the comments. I appreciate you all, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have yourself a great life.